Hi friends, it's Wednesday, May the 17th, and today I have my final road test. I'm super nervous about it because from what I've heard, it's the hardest one. It's the one where you go on the highway. In Canada, you have to do, or at least in Ontario, you have to do 3 tests. The first, which is a written test. The second is like a town or city test, just in city or town roads. And then the third one is on the highway. So I'm really nervous because I have high expectations for myself, but I'm gonna go into this with low expectations. I consider not starting the vlog because I didn't know how this is gonna go, but I was like, you know what? It's fine. Either way, I'm gonna be okay. I am gonna be okay either way. I had to clean out my car this morning though because it is a mess. So I spent all morning just clearing out my car, trying to do the best detailing that I could, meaning just wiping the windows to make sure they're not dusty or grimy. I cleared out all of the back seat stuff and the trunk stuff. I tried to vacuum, but that didn't really work. So yeah, let's do some makeup because I wanna look old too. I wanna look super old for this test so that they don't think that I'm young. Anyways, so easy peasy makeup. Let's put on some SPF because it is sunny outside and I have not been putting on SPF since it's been springtime. So I'm gonna put on a little bit there. I'm pretty much out of concealer, so I've recently just been using this Ilia skin tint as concealer and also kind of on my nose because that's where I have the most discoloration. Around my eyes, around my lips, around my nose, just basically this whole part of my face, basically, which is my whole face, is just discolored. But that's okay. And yeah, we're also going out for dinner tonight with a friend. Well, Steve's friend is coming with us to dinner, so that'll be fun. Passing through the town. We'll probably go to a pub or something of the sort. Wow, that just fixes so much. This Ilia skin tint is thebomb.com because it's so lightweight and it lasts all day, but it covers up and just brings out so much light from my face, especially in these dark spots. I just wish I had more concealer. I also picked the road test location to be in a spot where I'm not as familiar with, so that's another reason I'm nervous. I picked this because we recently moved and I really didn't want to have to drive for like an hour to the city just to do my road test, so I did somewhere close by, but I'm not really familiar with the area. So I'm hoping that the roads aren't busy today because that would not be fun if they're super busy and I'm trying to do the road test. Let's see, I want to do a little fun color today. Actually, maybe no, I'll keep it not fun because I want to look old. I'll do this dark brown kind of in the crease. And yesterday night, I taught a combo to, bless you, I taught a combo to Britney Spears to my students, and it was very fun, but I'm very sore right now. Like, I cannot move. Oh my gosh, I'm so sore. So I'm gonna have to stretch when I get home today or roll out or maybe even use my sauna blanket. I haven't used that in a hot minute. I just haven't had the time to like just lay around for 30 minutes, but I'm gonna do that today, I think. Lay in the sauna blanket, maybe take a bubble bath. That's a lot of sweating though. I feel like I should do one or the other and I really love taking a bubble bath, so maybe sauna blanket tomorrow night when I get home. That's a lie, I'm not staying home tomorrow. I'm going to go to my mom's because this weekend is the very last weekend of competition. I haven't been vlogging much either because I've been so busy with dance competition season wrapping up, and I've also been so busy with work, and I've also been so busy with recital and also just life. Luna has a vet appointment sometime next week as well, so that's fun. But I am stressed about, I don't know, the next couple of weeks because this weekend we have the last competition of the season for the students, and then next week is the recital, and then after that I have like almost nothing, which is great. I'm so excited. I'm going to be creating more content. I'm going to be vlogging more. I'm hopefully going to be getting around to recording a class. I still need to figure out the music, and I know I've been saying this for literally a year, but the music is the most difficult part of recording a dance class because I don't want to get copyright written. I don't want to use somebody's music without permission, and I just don't want to have any problems. I already have so many problems, especially on YouTube. Thank you, YouTube, by the way. Like a few weeks ago, I uploaded a vlog with YouTube's audio, which is supposed to be copyright free. And what do? Somebody else copyright copyrighted me for using that song. And I was like, excuse me, I got this exactly from YouTube Studio. So I have no idea what happened with that. I thought about appealing it and I was like, I don't want to hurt my channel any more than it has been hurt in the past. So I just decided to take out the song and take out the audio. So it's really awkward, but whatever. It is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Okay, so I'm gonna put on some eyeliner and mascara. I haven't worn eyeliner in a hot minute either, just because I have been out and I don't have the money to spend on things like eyeliner. Okay, I just did a little bit of brown eyeliner and I'm gonna do some mascara, waterproof in case I cry today, out of happiness or out of joy. Hopefully joy, really hopefully joy. But you know what? I'm going into this with low expectations. That's what my mother told me to do. Okay, I'm just gonna do a little bit of nose contour. Usually I would put on blush, but I feel like the blush makes me look really young. And again, I wanna look old today. Oh, this nose contour was not it. It would have been better had I blended it out with something like blush or concealer, but again, I'm gonna look old today. As old as I possibly can. Okay, fit check. I'm gonna wear a sweater over top of this because this is not the most conservative outfit, but the jeans, you're way too high now. I need to get a new tripod too because this one sincerely is probably one of the worst tripods in existence. Like, look at this. I put it down and it just falls on the ground. So, you down like this. Cute little top from Winners, and then these jeans are my mother's. So quite literally, mom's jeans, mom jeans. Anyways, guys, wish me luck. I'm so nervous. I will hopefully catch you when I've passed. Our boxwoods. They're looking good, but we have a bunch of hostas growing right beside these ones, so we're probably gonna have to move these and continue the filter throughout. I just finished teaching my last few classes of the morning before I'm about to head out for work, and I passed my driver's test yesterday. I am so proud of myself. It's something that I know is a little late, and it's funny because I've been driving for years now, but because of the state of the world in 2020, I couldn't do my final G test until this year. So I'd been driving on highways literally every day. So when they asked me, how often have you driven on a highway? I was like, okay, I drove on that highway almost every single day when we first moved here, and I also drive on highways almost every single day still. So that was interesting and funny because the guy, when he read that, he's like, you've been on the highway 300 times? And I was like, yeah, in the last few years. So I just estimated 300, give or take a few days in the holiday season. And I told him that, and he was like, wow, okay, this is gonna be a piece of cake. Funny story, I put the car in reverse when I was next to the curb, but I didn't pressing the gas, so I don't think that helped me, but I definitely think that it wasn't that big of a deal since I passed anyways. I'm just very happy that I passed because now it's something I never have to do again and I don't have to worry about. But anyways, I'm getting ready because I'm going to do a bit of ballet before I head out today. I thought about doing it at the studio, but I don't think I'll get to the studio with enough time to dance before I start teaching, since I start teaching around 2:15 and I end around 9 tonight. I'm also incredibly sore, so part of me was like, do I even want to dance today because I'm so sore? But I just want to do a little bit of point work and stretch mostly. I already stretched a lot this morning because my classes were predominantly stretching classes from 8 a.m. until now. It's currently 11 a.m. and I'm pretty hungry too. I don't know, I ate breakfast pretty early. Me and Steve went out with one of his friends last night to a pub, and we have leftovers. I didn't really make a dent in my food, I think because I'd been snacking so much before we went out and I kind of ruined my appetite. So we have a lot of leftovers today, which is great. It means I don't have to cook. I also should start packing because I think I'm going to stay at my mom's tonight since I'm going to the very last dance competition of the season this weekend. And I'll take you guys with me because I think it's gonna be a lot more chill. The last few competitions have been kind of busy and nonstop, so I haven't been able to film, but I think on the last day of the competition, I think our studio only has one dance. So I told Steve, maybe come with me and we can like go golfing or mini golfing or do something fun. We'll see, because it's also a long weekend and I think his parents are coming up, so we'll see. But either way, I'm gonna take you guys with me. And yeah, that was a lot of blush on one side, so I'm just gonna wipe it off. And I'm gonna finish this up and catch you guys in a funny story. I actually talked about this on my TikTok. I don't think I've ever talked about this on my YouTube channel, but I'm gonna talk about it now. Facing rejection as a ballet dancer is something that is going to be inherently in your career, and it's going to occur 99% of the time in your life. I shouldn't say 99% of the time, but half the time at least. So when I first auditioned for Canada's National Ballet School in Toronto, I did not get in and I was so heartbroken. You guys know the story. I auditioned the second time, I still didn't get in, and then they gave me a phone call 5 days later and offered me a spot on the conditions and on the premise that I probably wouldn't get into the full year program, just to not give up my hopes or whatever. They let my parents know that she probably isn't strong enough to get into the full-time program. I worked my butt off and I got in, but when I got in, it wasn't an easy ride during ballet school. I didn't really think about this until I was on the phone with my mother, as if I just called her my mother, my mom. We're talking about how it was kind of a struggle the first few years. I cried almost every day because I was not in the same classes as people. My first summer program, even there, I was the only one in the lower level class. Everybody else was in the upper level class. So there was like A and B. B was mostly with like 10, 11, 12-year-olds. And I was 14 at the time with 10, 11, and 12-year-olds. And I felt so heartbroken that I wasn't with my friends, and I felt like I'd failed. So even though I felt that way, I worked really hard, I kept my head up, and I ended up getting into the program. Flash forward a year, I'm doing great in my first year, but after my first year, they take a look in my evaluation, I guess, and my growth, and they put me in the lower class again. In fact, grade 10, you're supposed to start partnering work, and I was one of the only girls that did not do partnering when everybody else started. Like my best friend did partnering, my other best friends did partnering. I was literally one of the only ones that didn't do partnering, and I was the only one that didn't do partnering that didn't have an injury, and I felt so bad about myself at first. So I had a meeting with my teacher, and she was like, Jasmine, you're doing fine. You're just not ready. And there's nothing wrong with not being ready and being a late bloomer or a slow grower. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not a race. You go at your own pace. And that's what I did. And then the next year I got casted in a bunch of things. I was like one of two that got casted in things the next year out of our entire class. I remember there's actually only 3 of us that were casted in this big piece and the rest of our class wasn't. And I'm not trying to say that to be like, I was the best, but I worked hard and I deserved it. So even though things might not be going your way, or you feel like you failed or you're being rejected, it's going to work out, because it worked out for me that year. A choreographer picked me and 2 other girls. And I ended up moving forward into my same level class. I didn't have to like go back into the first level and graduate from those levels. No, they saw me. They're like, you're ready to go with your classmates now. You just needed some time to refine your point work, because I literally started point at 14, whereas a lot of people start point at like 10, 11, 12. So anyways, I just wanted to say that on here because I know a lot of you guys are hard on yourselves. Dancers are hard on themselves, and humans are hard on themselves. Even if you're not a dancer and you watch this vlog, just know if you feel like you failed, you didn't. Keep your head up, keep working on yourself. Don't let the outside noise affect you, and just keep doing you. Anyways, I'm going to do some point in a second. So I hope that helped you guys.